Hey YouTube, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. If this your first time here, I'm the Toy Lady. If this not your first time here, hey. Okay, before we get started, we gotta give our disclaimer. So if you're not 18, get the phone to your mama, tell your auntie I said like, share, and subscribe. And how is your grandma doing? All right, y'all. So I've been digging into this, trying to figure out like exactly how counterfeit toys are made and like how much it really costs and so on and so forth. And as I've been digging around, I found this article, and I think it's really important that we talk about this because I'm still not where I need to be at as far as all gathering all the research for that specific video. But I do know about dropship toys, and I think I've talked about this a few times, but let's talk about it just a little bit more. So, I know, like, especially with the Rose is like one of the most drop ship toys right now, thanks to TikTok or whatever. But this is a young lady telling her story about how she seen a toy, she went to look for it, she bought it, and it ended up being a counterfeit toy. So she's 23. Her name is Cara, and she's from the Midlands. And she bought a pink clitoral sucking toy from online. Um, it was a G spot and a clitoral stimulator, and it was marketed as waterproof. And her boyfriend had like just left, so she was like, "F it, let me get a toy." So she had ordered it, and she said the vibrator had discreetly been delivered to her home, but it was just any sex toy. So she was looking for a toy manufactured by the company named Tracy's Dog, and the vibrator is famous. I've done a review. I want to say that this was my very first toy review that I ever did on my channel, was the Tracy's Dog two in one clitoral stimulator. It's called the OG. That was my very, very first video that I ever uploaded onto this channel. So I'll have a link so y'all could go back and see my struggle and see my growth. But she seen it because it went viral, and it did in 2019. And it went viral from this review that was on Amazon. And a person's claimed that like it caused her soul to leave her body and it made her legs go straight like a goat. Listen, I like that toy. I've had two. I've broken one or whatever. So yeah, so she was like, "Oh, okay, let me get one." So, but Cara did not buy the toy directly from Tracy's Dog, where they're in Europe. So it's 43 euros, which is like in American money is just a couple more dollars, not that much of a difference. So instead, she got a toy from AliExpress, and she added it to her cart and purchased it. The toy looked exactly the same, but on AliExpress, it was on sale for 15 euros, $15, excluding the shipping. And AliExpress is a part of the tech company Alibaba. It's a Chinese e-commerce site for like it's a middleman site. That's the best I can put it. So today on AliExpress, a vibrator similar to that one that went viral is listed for $20 or 20 euros. But the real toy from Tracy's Dog is priced at 43.99 euros. So twice as much as the knockoff, right? So she wanted to save some money, and she really didn't want to spend that much money on the toy. So she was like, "Hey, oh, this is like the same thing. I'm gonna just get it from here, and boom, I'm gonna order it. Good deal. I got it half off." So I'm guessing they sent it to her, and then she got it. And at first, she said everything with its plan. She got a few good uses. Now that's what's up with the counterfeit toys. They'll work good at first. They'll work, 4, 5 times, but on that sixth time, mm-mm-mm. And she said it was as good as people really said, and it was intense. And then things took a turn. The material was ridiculously hard and uncomfortable, and it battered her. She said the toy battered her. After the third or fourth use, things just went left. The toy settings stopped working the way they was supposed to. Previously, it was really quiet, but now it grew louder and louder until it sounded like a fucking power drill and scared the shit out of her. And these are her words, not mine. And then it just stopped. It just stopped mid use. Within a few days of receiving the toy, it had completely stopped charging. Oh my God. The toy was stopping and starting, because it was made from the hard plastic material, and it kept stopping while she had it on the highest setting, and it that was inside of her, and it actually hurt. In the end, she became afraid when she was masturbating, and the toy was just kind of like doing this thing, and it developed a crunching sound. Like, what do you mean crunching? I need a demonstration. So yeah, the toy was stopping, it was starting, it would go all the way up to the high setting, and it would hurt her. Then it would die and go silent. Then it would start up loud and fast again. Then it started getting hot, and she worried if it was gonna burn her. Unfortunately, she realized it. I don't know if she realized it or what, but sis had not brought the right sex toy, and she bought a drop ship imitation from AliExpress. So people sell products that they've never physically owned. This is what they use AliExpress for. The middleman, AliExpress, is the supplier. Okay, they don't ever have to touch the toys. They just order them for AliExpress, and then they send them to you. Okay. So the drop shipper, who is effectively the middleman, it's a global online supply chain, and they be sniffing out the trends, and then boom, here go the rose. Now the real rose is 60, between $55 and $70, but they got the rose for $25, and you like, ooh, yes, yes, but not knowing that you're purchasing a counterfeit toy that is made with cheaper components or missing certain components, so that gives it limitations. Okay, so now some of the imitations, they do look like real good, and a lot of companies have had issues with this, with the drop shipping. I know how it says Hot Octopus, and I actually work with them, so I do know about the situation where people were basically stealing their logo and putting it on other toys and selling them at the same, like they was really getting it. So some drop shippers, they go through a lot of effort to make their toy like look like the real thing. Um, and they always finding counterfeits and customs. So sometimes that's why when y'all order toys, they'll never get here, because they find your shit in customs and it's counterfeit and it's illegal. Those things are illegal. So she said she didn't try to get a refund, and she didn't complain about the toy since it was cheap, but she also didn't buy another toy from AliExpress. And I'm really glad that she didn't, because she just would have been getting another damn counterfeit toy. I hope she learned something from it. Like it's terrible. So a few years ago, people started reporting certain injuries and stuff like that from sex toys, and it said like 2,500 people had visited the emergency room in the U.S. just in 1 year, with injuries resulting from using quote unquote massage devices and vibrators. And so people have been campaigning. Now in Sweden, they do have certain standards. They are way more stricter than the United States. The United States does not regulate the manufacturers of sex toys outside of the United States. So because those companies are not regulated, they basically could just send you whatever. And by the time that people realize that they're counterfeit, like it's nothing that they could do. All they could do is shut down their little store. But all it takes is 3 clicks and boom, you right back at it again. And the same thing as far as Amazon goes, and the same thing as far as eBay go. So it's really easy for them to start over. So another toy that they're talking about here, and a lot of people use AliExpress or Alibaba. So they'll buy the toy for $12 and turn around and sell it for $40. And the real thing is $60. So you over here being cheap, like, oh, $40, that's a good deal. They still done made, 3 times what they paid for it. So they done made a 300%, well, 200% profit because they broke even. And so they broke even, and then they made a 200% profit off of you buying this toy. And the way that AliExpress and Alibaba work is the more pieces you buy, the cheaper it is. So the bigger the order is, the cheaper it's going to cost you per unit, if that makes sense. So they said when searching Tracy's dog on AliExpress, they found multiple copies of the genuine toys, and some of them were on sale for as low as $2.95 per unit. So think about that. They spending $3 on the toy. They're gonna turn around and sell it for $40. It really costs $62 at Tracy's dog. So you thinking you done saved $20, and they done made hand over fist selling you these counterfeit products. Okay, a few of them are made from jelly, rubber, and PVC materials, which can pass toxic chemicals into your body, and it interferes with your reproductive health. That's why so many women who are out here using these fake roses are starting to have issues as far as their egg count has went low. They're having problems with their ovaries. They're having a lot of problems in their vaginal area because they're using these toys, and these toys are counterfeit. They're made with toxic chemicals, and these toxic chemicals are leaking into their body and fucking them up. And these toys don't have no warranties. You can't never figure out the contact details for the seller because, like I said, they be getting their stuff shut down, and then they move on. They switch their name up a little bit and go on to the next one. And it's only a small portion of these counterfeit toys that actually do get stopped at customs. So sometimes they do get stopped and they do get counterfeit, but it's a lot more that make it through than to get stopped. Okay. So again, the UK and Sweden, they have very strict rules about sex toys, but the United States not so much. So this person writing the article, they said while they was writing this article, I tried to set up a sex toy store to see what checks and balances are being put in place by platforms which host sellers. While Amazon requested verification, identification, and membership setup with the fee, I was able to set up a Shopify and Etsy stores straight away using pictures of the Rose toy that I screen grabbed from Google. It was sobering to see how easy it is to set up a sex toy shop using Google Images and no merchandise. And that is exactly what these people on TikTok are doing. This is exactly what they're doing. And look, there's no checks and balances. And a lot of people be like, "Well, toy lady, why you don't do this? Why you don't do that?" Because I don't be trusting these motherfuckers, okay? I ain't finna be drop shipping shit to y'all. I'm not burning up nobody coochie. I just rather tell you how to use it and how to use it safely and how to tell if it's safe to use in the first place. But I have no interest in selling you guys toys that are going to hurt you. So, not right now. When I get it all the way together, then I'll do it. Until then, I'm not getting ready to risk your reproductive organs. So, you know what I'm saying? I can buy the newest whatever car, whatever. It's cool. It ain't that serious. So, again, she ain't have to pay no money. She ain't even have no pictures. She ain't have no merchandise, but she was able to set up a entire sex shop. Just using stolen pictures from Google Images and shit like that. Now, they said buying sex toys from international drop shippers may seem appealing because it seems more affordable, but there are so many good manufacturers out there that have, years and years of experience with user testing and all that stuff. And if they have a problem, they'll recall reputable companies will recall their products quickly. If a lot of injuries are being reported or whatever, if it's a defect, whatever, they have no problem, but not a drop shipper. Not a drop shipper. And if you think you're about to get a refund from a drop shipper, baby, no. So, anyway, a spokesperson for AliExpress said AliExpress is a third party online marketplace that enables merchants and buyers to connect directly with each other. We take very seriously the safety of all of our customers and we work hard to ensure a safe shopping environment. We are investigating the item identified by Refinery 29 and we will take appropriate action in accordance with our platform rules, including where appropriate removal of products and penalizing sellers found to be violating our platform's rules and regulations. They contacted Amazon, Shopify, WooCommerce, and Etsy for comments, but none of them motherfuckers was gonna talk to them because they already knew too much. They know too much. They got too much going on. So again, somebody says I might be wrong, but as I'm aware, Tracy's Dog is just a white label brand, not producing their own products. The toys on Amazon, AliExpress, etc., are not copies of the original, but the same as the original. Try to find their products in a reputable sex toy shop. They only sell via their own page and through Amazon, and there's no telling which listings are from the quote unquote brand and which are from other drop shippers. But the products are likely all from the same factory. The same thing with the rose. The product is sold by multiple different white label brands and there is no original, and that is true. There's no original. They're all the same for better and worse. If you can only find a toy through the brand's own site or through Amazon, it's not reliable. Never buy sex toys from Amazon or the like, and check that trustworthy sex toy shops carry brand's products before buying from that brand's own website. The easiest and most reliable way is to go to the sex shop directly. I agree. I agree. And just listen, this person says, and then we're gonna wrap this up. This person said, surely it's basic common sense that if a thing costs 50 euros from the manufacturer and the 10 euro version is a notoriously sketchy Chinese website is going to be fake. Absolutely. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. And like Judge Judy said, if it doesn't make sense, then it's not the truth. All right, y'all. I done had my little rant for the day. Please be careful out here with these drop ship toys. Remember, masturbation is meditation. So go play with yourself. If you need some reliable companies to get you some toys from, look down in the description. I got some affiliate links. If you use them, I will make money from them. But they are all trustworthy sites who have been in business for a long time and who have their checks and balances all together. All right, now y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all later.